Hey there everybody, it's Missy again, and I'm back with a new layout for the Hip Kit Club. And the theme for today is getting creative with your titles. And so the first thing I thought of was this paper that is in the main kit and the paper kit by Chamel. And I've already used it for a few things, but I wanted to use one of these words as a big impact title. And I wanted to combine it with some of these words from the Chamel sticker sheet and some of these awesome craft colored thickers with the gold glitter. And I'm going to scrapbook this picture of me and my awesome friend Jennifer. I haven't scrapped a picture of me and her in a long time. And so I made it black and white, and I'm going to use that word friends as my big giant part of my title. So what I like to do for titles a lot of the times to make them stand out and to make them look really good is to combine different colors and different fonts and different sizes. So this is pink and it's big and block letters. So then I'm going to try to combine the word life over there on the right on that sticker sheet, and it's some more of a scripty font. And so it just kind of mixes things up and keeps the title interesting. And since I'm going to make this a big title, it's going to be a big design element on the page. So I'm going to start with that. I believe it's Dear Lizzie, that white and black paper with the little doodle houses on it. I'm going to use that as my background, and I've already cut into this Maggie Holmes paper, the yellow floral. I'm going to use a little bit of this. I have another sheet of it, but I didn't want to cut into it since I'd already, cut into this other one. I'm going to use this one as much as I can. And to block out the middle portion of this paper, I'm going to use some white cardstock. So I'm going to have a vertical design going on here. Now, I kind of had an idea what I wanted to do once I started with that Big Friends title. And I knew I did not want to use just a solid white background. I wanted to use some pattern paper. And so I thought this house paper was cute. But in order to give me what I wanted, as far as adding my mixed media and having some white space behind it and not all the busy houses, I wanted a little bit of white cardstock on there. So I guess kind of it's a white cardstock background, but not completely. So I'm going to kind of get my title going here. I'm not going to stick it down yet, but my title is going to be Lifelong Friends, and all three words are going to be different fonts, different colors, different sizes, and I love how that looks. I think that's a nice way to really make your title pop off the page. And so I'm going to have lots of gold going on in the layout since I've got some gold going on in the title. But I do want to bring in some other colors on my background, and I'm almost out of gesso there, and my lid doesn't close all the way, and so the opening tends to dry up, so I have to stick something in there and then it all blobs out. Yeah, I got to get a new bottle. Anyway, I'm just using a credit card here to smudge some down. I'm going to kind of overlap the edges and fade out some of that yellow. Not a lot. You're still going to be able to see it. And a little bit onto the edges where the houses are. And I'm just going to do what I do a lot, and that's the packaging technique. And I'm just going to use some shimmers from my stash that we have gotten in color kits in the last several months. Well Blue Me Down shimmers and Jenny B Blue. Those are my go-to colors for aqua and blue. I keep them literally, they're right here on my desk. I never even put those away because I use them so frequently. Now I want this to kind of come out from behind the picture, and I don't want my picture to be perfectly straight. I've got my background perfectly straight, and I want my picture to be kind of crooked. And I'm sorry about the lighting. It gets brighter and it gets dimmer. I don't know. It was bright in my room today when I was filming, but for some reason I tried to adjust it when I edited it, so hopefully it's not too crazy. Now my Heidi Swap Color Shine decided to jam up. Yeah, but believe me, I couldn't even get the lid open. I was really struggling. I was not about to throw it away. I don't care if the bottle's jammed. I'm still going to use it. And I decided to kind of use this with the packaging technique to add some gold flair and some sparkle to the background. And the yellow in that paper that I used on the edges there, it's more of a golden yellow. It's really pretty, and so I thought adding a lot of gold to this would really pull out the yellowy gold tones. So now I'm going to add some pink. Now this is the Pasties. It's also from Shimmers, and it's in this month's color kit, and I'm just going to get messy with my hand here And what I'm going to do is mix in some of that white Acrytones acrylic paint, and we got that, I believe, 2 color kits ago. And I'm just going to mix those together to lighten up that pink a little bit. And instead of doing the packaging technique, I'm just going to smudge some on right to the background with my brush, and then use my finger to kind of fade it in and smudge it around. And this was actually really cool. It was kind of fun to play with something that wasn't watery, and to use a brush. And so it's kind of a paste, kind of a paint. You know, I just kind of blended them together and created a really pretty light soft pink. And it's also going to give me some texture. If I leave it thick and don't smudge it too thinly, it's going to leave me some pasty texture. So something else that you could do with the pasties there. Sorry, that's really bright. I'm trying to get my lighting just right. The sun was going in, the sun was going out, and that, for some reason, my desk is in the middle of the room. It's not exactly by the window, but it still affects my lighting, even though I have desk lamps. Anyway, I like how that turned out, and I think I'm going to definitely try that technique again with the textures, or the pasties and the paint there. Now this is for my stash. This is a Creamies, and that's called Piggy Pink, and it's just a darker, more of a deeper pink color, and I just wanted to add a little bit of a variation there, so I'm just gonna add some splatters of that color. And it's more of a color that's going to match the word friends with that from the Chamel paper that I cut out. And using different shades of the same color like this, it just adds a little bit of depth and interest to your page, so it's not just one flat color. And you know, it's now I've got some lighter pink, I've got some darker pink, and it just keeps it, I don't know, I just like it. I'm going to add some more gold splatters because you can't go wrong with more gold color shine. That stuff is amazing. I hope they never stop making it. I have like 3 extra bottles waiting to go. And I probably should get more, because I'm sure one day there will be no more gold color shine. Let's hope that day never comes. Anyway, I'm going to add some vellum to the back of my photo there, and I'm going to add a little bit of this beautiful pattern paper. For the life of me, I could not figure out a way to use that as a background, so I'm going to use part of it as layering, and then that Project Life card, I'm going to use that also because it's got the pretty mint aqua color. It's more of a light mint, but it goes with my color scheme here. And I usually use tissue paper. Sometimes I use vellum. I just had the vellum right here on my desk, and so I just decided to go for that. Now I'm going to work on embellishing, and I'm going to come back in with my title up at the top. And I don't want friends to be perfectly straight. I want my photo off center and kind of tilted. But I felt like it covered up too much of the aqua color, so I'm going to add a little bit more of that coming out from underneath the picture. I am going to pop it up with some foam before I commit to sticking anything down. And I'm going to add some thread. You probably knew that was coming, right? Yes. I guess you could say I'm obsessed with adding thread. I don't remember the last time I made a project without it. I love how that looks. I like how everything's kind of off center. I'm going to glue the photo down and all of those letters. And I love this gold sticker here. I like that it's shiny, but it's not really brassy. It's kind of a soft, I don't know how to describe it. I like it. It's not too brassy and shiny to where it literally hurts your eyes. It's kind of like it's got a film over it, but it doesn't, if that makes any sense. Now, I absolutely think this little banner sticker is probably my favorite sticker on that sheet. I've been waiting to use it, and I love how I wind up using it right here. I just layer it in under the title so it kind of looks like it's coming out of the title and it sticks up at the top. Just think that's cute. I'm going to use some aqua thread here on the right of the photo, and then I'm going to work on some layers. I'm going to use some pieces from that Chamel sticker sheet again, and I'm going to use that black heart and that polka dotted heart. Those are from the Paige Evans Oh My Heart ephemera die cut pack from Pink Paisley. And I didn't want the rose gold to show through because I've already got regular gold going on everywhere. So I'm going to kind of cover up the gold, but you're still going to be able to see the black outline of the heart. And I'm going to add in that little tree sticker, not because it really has any significance, but because the color matches everything. And it adds a little pop of that light teal color right there to the right. And then that's a little rubber charm piece. And these are puffy stickers from Pink Fresh Studio. And I'm mainly using them because they coordinate. And, you know, it's kind of cute to use flowers and hearts on a friend page. And I stick the leatherette sticker as a layer over the left, and then the little matching puffy sticker right on top of the picture. And I'm also going to use this little phrase, but I'm going to wind up cutting it in half because I couldn't find the exact perfect spot to use it as it was. So I just cut it and use it like that. And I'm going to use a couple of these cardstock stickers. Those are also from Pink Fresh Studio. That one says, "Let's have some fun." And then I'm going to use this one that says, "Yes, this," up at the top. And I do wind up machine stitching through both of those stickers, but I do that off camera. So I thought I needed friends to kind of pop a little bit more. And since I've got a lot of black pops of color here and there, I decided to take my Pit pen there, and which I just got, and I love it, by the way, and lightly edge or go around the edges of the friends letters. And I love how that makes it stand out a little bit more. I'm going to add some lines and a little bit of journaling down at the bottom. And then I'm going to add in, I debated about whether to add that little cloud, and I decided to leave it. I really wanted to use this pink camera. It's the perfect color, but the way the design went at this point, it's almost finished. I could not find a spot to put it to where it looked good. It just kind of cluttered everything up and looked too busy, and I wound up not using it. It made me sad because I definitely want to use it. I have a history of wanting to use little cameras from embellishments and then them not making it to my page. I think there's been like 4 or 5 kits since I've been on this design team where I want to use a camera and it never works out. I've got to go back and get all those cameras out and use those. I added some of the concrete shimmerings. That's from a few color kits ago, but it was a little too light. So I'm going to pull the Night Moves, and this is from my stash, not from a kit, but it's black, your standard black ink. And I'm going to splatter that around. So that's my final layout. I think this is kind of a short and simple, sweet layout. I love how it turned out. I love how the title just stands out. And that was my theme for the day, a creative title. And so I think this qualifies. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a good time putting it together. So let me know if you have any questions. I've got the April kits in my possession, and I'm going to put the March kit remnants away and get the April kits ready to go for next month, or next week, I mean. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great week.